Hey guys, it's Katie Masters, and it's book haul time. Hello everyone. As you can tell, it's Christmas in July, or September, however you want to call it. But there are books. There are books all over the table, and they're all mine, and I ordered them off of Amazon. I don't know what some of them are. I maybe forgot, but they're really good choices because I don't usually pick bad books. At least I try not to. So, since this is a book haul, let's get to opening the books. Really? Oh. There, done. Everything's been cut, and now book haul. I'm sure you're wondering what I have. I have so many books, you guys. So many books. And so few weeks to read them all in. But let me tell you what I got. Besides more alcohol. This slightly buzzed video, by the way, is brought to you by St. Francis Old Vine Zinfandel. It was recently my birthday, and by recently I mean September 17th, but I got a whole bunch of alcohol for my birthday and a $100 book card for Barnes & Nobles. And then all of these beautiful books. First up, because I am so addicted to Rainbow Rowell, I got 2 new books by her. Well, new for me, not new for most people. The first book is Attachments. This one is a modern day romance. The girls are a bit older, I'm guessing around my age. The main character is a male, Lincoln, who is hired by a company to come in and check all of the emails to make sure that everything's kosher in this newsroom. And he starts to fall in love with one of the girls who sends her emails to her best friend. I'm really looking forward to this. The next one by Rainbow Rowell is Eleanor and Park. It's been talked about in a lot of circles. I have a lot of high hopes for it, so hopefully it turns out well. The next one is by one of my favorite writers. Her name is Kirino Natsuo. She wrote a book called Real World. She is amazing. This book is called The Goddess Chronicles. It's about 2 sisters who are twins, and in this family, one of them is supposed to be a great seer and a prophetess, and the other one not so much. So it follows their lives as one of them becomes the great prophet that is supposed to be, and the other one is given the duty of taking the dead souls into the underworld. This is actually a play on 2 goddesses in Japan, and it's a modern retelling of it. She is definitely a creepy writer, but she's so good at it. So I'm really looking forward to this book. The next one I'm looking forward to is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I read the first few pages and I legitimately forgot that it was a guy writing this. He does women so well. The story is about a boy, Nick, who comes from a traditional Asian Chinese family, and he falls in love with Rachel, who's more Americanized, and he falls for her, and it's about how he introduces her to his family and kind of sort of forgets to tell her that he's super, super rich and owns like a huge palace in China. So I'm really excited for this book. The next one is by another favorite writer of mine. I have A Bed Made of Buttermilk Pancakes by Jackie Moriarty. She is amazing. She's an Australian writer, and one of the books that made her really famous is one that I really love called The Year of Secret Assignments. It's called something else in Australia. I'm super sorry. I actually forget what it's called. I'm a bad person. But I'm really excited to read this because it's in the same world that she set The Year of Secret Assignments in, only this one is about a relative of one of the main characters. So I'm really excited to read this because it's funny and she's a brilliant writer. Next up, we have a really fun book by Sandy Hall called A Little Something Different. And this book is a romance book. As you know, or don't know, I love romance books. And this one is really cute. It's your average romance love story about two people who meet and fall in love. The difference is that every single narrator is not the people in love. It's the best friend, the teacher, the waitress who greets them. There's even a squirrel and a park bench. So you see their romance blossom and bloom through everyone else, which I think is a fantastic idea. So I'm really looking forward to reading this too. I think it'll be a quick read, and I think it's going to be really interesting and a lot of fun. The next book is something that's been floating around the BookTube universe lately. And I say lately, I'd say the past maybe year and a half, it's been really popular. But this book is The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. This one is about a man who is celebrating his 100th birthday in a convalescent home and really doesn't want to be celebrating it with all of those people. So he decides to escape and jump out a window and have one more adventure because he's really healthy and doing great. And his life before he was 100 years old was really amazing and impressive. He met people like Winston Churchill, Castro, all those fun things. So this will be a really fun book, I think, to read, especially if you like history or World War I or World War II, since it has a lot of those famous political figures in it. So I'm excited to read this. The next book that I ordered, I know, so many, is Grotesque by Natsuo Kirino, who is, again, the person who wrote Goddess Chronicles and Real World. I really love Japanese culture. I love manga. I love anime. I am that big nerd who speaks Japanese and reads it and writes it because I wanted to read manga before anyone else did in the States. And when my friends were like, oh, do you remember when this happens? I'm like, oh yeah, that was like, what, 12 chapters ago? Totally read the Japanese version first. Sorry, I'm that loser. This book is about two sisters, one girl who lives in the shadow of her ever popular, amazing, famous, beautiful sister who ends up becoming a prostitute. And it's about the really harsh conditions of school, what a lot of students have to go through to even survive. And I'm really curious to see if it's anything even remotely like how my Japanese friends have said school is like. She's so good at what she does right and really getting at the heart of people and what makes them the way they are. So I would recommend her to anyone. Last but not least is the book that I'm doing for my Drink That Book review, The Girl on the Train. This book is written by Paula Hawkins. It's not very well known, but it is amazing from what I've read so far. I got it because a reviewer of like 3 reviewers said that it was like reading a book by Alfred Hitchcock. And I love Alfred Hitchcock. If you don't know who Alfred Hitchcock is, The Birds, Psycho, ring a bell. They're psychological thrillers, which is what this book is. This book is about a girl in London who commutes from the outskirts of London to London every day on a commuter train. And as she goes, she makes up stories about the people that she sees in houses and all of that. And one of them is a couple that she entitles The Golden Couple. And she loves them and she thinks they're perfect and wonderful. Until one day, she sees the girl kissing another man. And the day after that, the girl is gone. And the day after that, and the day after that. But there are clues and signals and things that makes the girl on the train start to realize that maybe it wasn't that she just ran away with a lover. Maybe it's murder. This is the book I will be reviewing for my Drink That Book series, and I will actually be filming it from WeirdCon, which is a LARP hosted down here in Southern California. If you don't know what LARP stands for, it's an acronym for Live Action Roleplay. I have heard it is one of the geekiest, nerdiest things you can do, but honestly, it is so fun and amazing and wonderful. So anyways, I will be filming there. Hopefully I can give you some sneak peeks into the LARP world and also get really drunk, which maybe might not be the best idea. Look forward to it. It'll be ready for you at the end of the month, and there should be some more videos before that. So I will see you later, and I look forward to drinking with you.